2 designers, today's hottest artists, and 1 master of merch. I'm Tefi Pessoa, and welcome to MTV's Merch Masters, the badass competition where 2 designers go head-to-head to design a must-have piece of merch that every true stan will run to. Let's meet our designers. Battling out today, we have Delaney.
Hi.
A visual merchandiser and designer. And we have Izzy, a budding fashion designer and current student. How are you guys feeling today?
Nervous.
Cute, capable?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, good. Are you ready to find out who you're making merch for?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Today you'll be designing merch for the first K-pop group to be featured as an MTV Push artist. 17.
I love 17 so much. I cannot believe that they are our musician. I have been following 17 for so long. They are one of the best K-pop groups.
13 members, 3 units, 1 group, and a whole lot of style. 17 are a global sensation known for their incredible presence and pop-infused tunes. Today, our designers have to create merch that 17 will be ready to love.
Making a piece of merch for 17 is going to be such a challenge and yet so fun because their fandom is out of this world and super intense. You do not want to piss off the K-pop fans.
Here's how this is gonna work. You'll have 2.5 hours and access to anything in our design pantry to create an original piece of merch for 17. The judges and I will then decide which one of you will walk away with the title of Merch Master and a $1,000 cash prize. And I'll give you my Venmo after the show just in case you want to.
Steffi, give me that $1,000 because Mama needs a new pair of golden goose.
Judging this solo would not be any fun. So I brought some experts in from the fashion and design world to help me determine a winner. We have the wonderful, stunning, talented Chrissy Rutherford. She's been at the forefront of the fashion scene for over a decade. She was a fashion editor at Harper's Bazaar, and she's worked alongside brands like Jimmy Choo, Saks Fifth Avenue, Depop.
Hey everyone.
And rounding out our panel, it's Jay Tips. Known for his collabs with Hat Club and New Era, he creates amazing custom sneakers, hats, and apparel. And they've been featured on Complex's 100 Items to Have.
Happy to be here.
And to keep things interesting, each of your designs must also include a very top secret material. This challenge is for all the true carrots out there because today's secret material is gold!
Yes, gold! Seeing that makes my mind race because the possibilities are endless.
Diamonds weren't in the budget, so we went with the next best thing.
As soon as they say gold, I'm immediately feeling relieved. I'm so excited to be working with gold.
Using your unique style, you'll have to integrate gold in your merch designs and make them uniquely 17 and cool and awesome. All of the things. Designers, are you ready?
Yeah.
We're ready.
Okay, good, because your challenge starts now. Let's make it merch. I love the energy.
I'm excited to see what they do.
I'm thinking silk t-shirt, chain lining, gold leaf, pasties. That's it.
I want to see what they're drawing, what they're sketching out. Are we going jacket? Are we going t-shirt?
We don't know. Honestly, I don't want to sway, but Izzy does have pink hair.
I'm Izzy, I'm 22 years old, and I'm a fashion design student at Parsons School of Design. Interesting. I kind of came out of the womb wanting to be a fashion designer. As a kid, I would just fill up sketchbooks, page, rapidly drawing dresses as fast as I could.
Izzy, how long have you been sewing for?
Since I was 12. My personal style is mostly more boxy pieces. I pull a lot from vintage inspiration. Sometimes I like to say I'm a time-traveling skater boy.
Izzy, you got any previews for us? What you cooking up?
I'm trying to make a patchwork hoodie, kind of a boxy, really fun, masculine hoodie, a piece of merch that everyone could wear.
I like a patchwork situation.
K-pop does a really great job of blending femininity and masculinity, and designing with a gender-free outlook is really important to me because I'm non-binary. Making stuff that fits the body is overrated. This hoodie style is really versatile. You can wear it as a pajama. You could probably wear it as a dress. It's kind of pushing the boundaries on what merch could be like. But I'm really worried about time.
I believe in you.
My hands are shaking.
You got it.
Maybe we'll do some overlay.
I'm Delaney. I live in New York City, and I'm a visual merchandiser for a global fashion brand.
Delaney, how you doing?
Good.
Let me know if you need a positive affirmation.
Yes.
You're killing it.
Aside from my day-to-day career, I am a freelance artist, and I enjoy painting with mixed media on canvas bags, any type of merchandise, whether it's acrylics or spray paint. If an item can be painted, I we'll paint on it.
So I'm gonna do a silk painting on a silk scarf.
I'm going to use the OG Carrot logo and incorporate that within some type of silk scarf. And also I'm trying to come up with unique ways to incorporate gold within my merch. So I'm thinking that I'm going to create some type of pant chain.
Because I grew up in the 90s where boy bands were a huge thing. And I know that 90s are coming back.
You know what that means? Thin eyebrows. Coming back.
Doing some chain, but I think I'm gonna make my own chain.
I'm incorporating a silk scarf that'll like hang, that is like dual versatile. So it's like either it could be a headscarf, you could tie it to a bag, you could do it on like jacket. I think 17 fans will like this merch because it is completely unique and different than any type of merch I have seen.
Delaney has had real experience in the industry, and so I feel like Delaney has good understanding around like what actually works and
What sells? What stands want?
what the stands want.
There are 13 members in 17, so I want to combine like 13 different colors of this French terry, really comfortable hoodie material. 17 is a really colorful K-pop group. They're always experimenting with color and loud, bright ideas. So I'm gonna be using 13 different shades of French terry, mostly in pastel colors because 17 uses a lot of light pinks and blues in their branding.
Izzy's color palette is pretty sick. I'm loving the forest green with the pink.
Usually when you're making a patchwork textile, you're starting out with the individual squares and building it up slowly. I know that's not gonna be able to happen in this time frame. So instead, I'm sewing 13 vertical strips of material together, and then I'm going to be cutting them horizontally and then sewing them together.
Hello. How are we doing?
I'm doing great. So I'm basically making like this textile. This is just the first stage, and then I'm gonna do strips like this and then kind of mix it around.
Have you done this before?
I've done like this sort of thing before, so I've done this in my head many times.
So no.
I don't think that the judges trust me and my ability to make this design, even though I know I can do it in my head.
Are you feeling the pressure?
I'm so feeling the pressure. Like I'm trying to not let it get to me.
Let me take it from it.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's gone.
Okay.
You can do it.
The first thing I'm doing is making my stencil, and I'm grabbing the cardboard, sketching out a logo, and taking an X-Acto to it. I am doing a stencil of the original Carrot logo. I like the ones like if you're a true fan, you're actually gonna understand it. I am drawn to this logo because it's incredibly geometric and simple, yet identifiable.
Hey,
Hi.
how are you doing?
I am creating a stencil which I am going to airbrush with silk dyes onto the silk.
Nice.
But I'm gonna incorporate the names of the albums in like different ways, make it very like visually chaotic, but yet makes sense.
I love it.
Is this a technique you've done before?
Nope.
Oh, interesting. I'm excited.
Silk scarf, it's one of the hardest things to paint on. The first time that I'm doing this, I decided this is the moment. I figured if I can't do it here, I guess I can't do it anywhere, so okay. Kind of going in very timidly. I am going to incorporate the pink and the blue, which are the color of the Carrot fan club. Cool. That worked out better than expected. Now that I'm done stenciling, I need to go in and add some depth. So I'm gonna go in, add some detail, add in some more dyes, and it kind of, wherever it goes, it kind of goes. This is how I typically make art. I'm like, okay, whatever happens is kind of what's gonna happen, and then if it looks like not good, then I gotta figure it out.
You have an hour left.
Oh my God, my hands are shaking.
Let's start amping it up because these respectfully don't look like anything yet. So,
How's it going for you?
Good, I'm starting to like build out the pieces of the hoodie. Sometimes like it's just easiest to just measure out how it feels on your body.
Don't most people typically use like a bust form?
Most people. Normal people. Now that I've got my patchwork textile, I need to sew the arms on, sew the side seam, and put the hood on. God, I feel like I'm working in a sweatshop right now. This hoodie's sort of different than all the other merch we're seeing right now, and I feel like it's not screaming 17 because I didn't really want it to be so straightforward. Look, I made something, but I need to sew the gold chain on. on. Gold is the secret material and I need to get it on the hoodie somehow. I'm gonna do like a little chain detailing to give it a little pizzazz at the upper chest. I feel like it's really elegant without being too much or too flashy.
I would have loved to see gold be the centerpiece since it was a special item. I feel like it's being thrown in. I feel like gold is being thrown in.
It feels like an afterthought.
It's an afterthought, not the centerpiece.
So right now I am working on creating my own chain links for my pant chain.
I am making 13 different links to represent each of the members of the band.
And I've also never done this before either.
I am using gold on the clasps of the chain, and then I'm painting the chains in the same color as the diamonds on the silk scarf to make sure that it all feels incorporated.
What I worry about with Delaney's making is it gonna be wearable?
I think for a merch piece, like you want it to be something that you do want to wear more than once.
15 minutes.
Oh. I am really struggling trying to figure out how this grommet goes in, but I think I just figured it out. That was like, I almost had a heart attack there. Time is ticking down. I'm just finishing up putting the grommets in my hoodie. It's like a design detail on the hood, like where you would usually pull a pull string out. I think that these grommets create a sort of pristine, like really finished look. I feel like I'm in a good place. Winning Merch Masters would be amazing because I really want this $1,000 to help develop my website for my brands. I think I do have a really interesting take on design that other people aren't really thinking about.
Should I risk it and put some gold leaf on here?
I want to incorporate more gold within the piece, so I need to add some gold leaf to the scarf.
How are we feeling?
Once this sets, I'm gonna dunk it in that water. Hopefully it all doesn't go away.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like a risk.
Yeah.
Before I apply the gold leaf, I have to dunk the scarf in water so that it seals the color.
If all goes according to plan, this will dry and then I'll be able to incorporate a little bit of gold leaf detail.
Okay.
I don't know if it will, but we'll see.
Anything for K-pop.
I'm incredibly nervous.
Here goes nothing.
Oh my gosh, this is it.
If I didn't set the colors right, all the colors are gonna go away. And then there will be nothing except for this chain and a white piece of fabric. I don't see any color coming out.
Oh my God. Their colors are all staying, so it's a huge sigh of relief.
Fantastic, because none of them came out.
Now I have to get this thing dried and add some gold leaf.
1 minute left.
Put it up on there.
I am kind of panicking.
I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time.
If I were to win Merch Masters, that money would be spent on providing myself with more of an art studio.
I can do it.
I'm nervous. Oh my God.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back away from your merch.
Oh my God. Good job.
How are you guys feeling?
I'm feeling sexy and free. I'm so happy. I feel like I tied in all the colors, I tied in the gold, and I feel like I would make 17 proud.
I feel good.
I deliberately went for a different type of item to challenge myself, so I feel very proud and accomplished.
Okay guys, meet me at the merch table and we'll take a look at your design. Hello, Z's. The merch looks incredible. I cannot believe you made these in 2.5 hours. Izzy, tell us what you made today.
Okay, so I made for you guys a zero-waste French terry boxy hoodie. It's made from 13 colors, like the 13 members of 17. And the special ingredient, which was a gold chain, I wanted to utilize as a delicate little detailing up here on the chest.
Love you said ingredient.
Is that what it was?
I mean, I would say material, but ingredient,
Material.
whatever.
Yeah, I just wanted to really represent each individual member of 17, but also combine them as like the precision unit that they are.
So, Izzy, I love that the hoodie is inclusive for people of all sizes. I do love the symbolism of the 13 colors. When you said that, I was like, ah! I love a little art symbolism. Also, this is a piece I feel like I could wear every day. To class. I'm 31 years old, I'm not going to class. But the raw edge to me looks a little unfinished.
I really love the patchwork detail, especially that they're not all the same size. Also, the material is so soft. The only con I would say is that it does still feel like a piece that maybe you would walk into any random clothing store and find, and I don't think that it immediately screams a connection to 17.
Izzy, I love how you decided to use the fabrics in a way to show tribute and inspiration to 17 without blatantly saying this is a merch piece, which is not always so traditional. But the one thing I do wish is maybe the gold was incorporated and featured a little bit better, but phenomenal job.
After hearing the judges' comments, I'm a bit nervous, but I'm really proud of it, and it's exactly the design that I wanted to make.
Delaney, could you please kindly tell us about your piece of merch?
So I've created 2 pieces within one that can be worn together or separate. I grew up in the 90s, so I wanted to bring back the pant chain. So with that, I created 13 different links to represent the different individual members of 17. I wanted to hand make all of my own links. I also incorporated the gold clasp as a hit of the secret material. The chain also has the accompanying scarf. This comes off, and then I've created a very abstract version of the original carrot logo. And I did it 3 times to represent the 3 different groups.
I love the colors. I can picture myself putting it like the bandana with Izzy's too, like if you know, you know, like seeing each other out and being like, oh, okay, you're a fan of 17 too. I just wish the logo was like a little clearer, and I feel like our secret ingredient is an afterthought. I wish there was just a little bit more gold, just a little bit. Like a gold diamond would have been sick.
We were definitely worried about you through the process. So I'll be completely honest.
It's true, we were back there like this.
But I love the colors you use. I love the logos, and I know as a fanatic, that's something you want to appreciate. You want to walk down the street and you want to connect with other fans who feel, you know, like we could spot each other out in the crowd. I do wish we had a little bit more gold into the scarf, but it's fly. I wouldn't have known what 17 was, and I would still find this interesting.
Delaney, your visual design background obviously comes through, but you know, it is a little bit difficult to see the logo, and I think especially once you're wearing it and it's kind of folded up or rolled, might get lost a little bit. And you know, personally, when I think about like my concert going experience, got like 5 minutes to buy something before you have to like run in and see the show, I don't know if I'm gonna choose a scarf. I might want a more wearable piece.
It's not as sellable as, say, a hoodie or a t-shirt, but that was part of the creative process that I wanted to go through, coming up with a different type of item.
Any stan would be lucky to own these pieces to represent how much they love 17. The judges and I are gonna need a second to discuss, so we're gonna go stage right or left. I never know. It's definitely gonna be a hard decision.
I really want to win. I know my design does really represent 17, but more importantly, it represents me.
Okay, so what are we thinking? What are we thinking? I don't know, it's hard. It is hard.
Love them both.
Love them both.
It's not like we're judging 2 t-shirts or judging 2 hoodies.
That'd be easy.
Yeah.
That'd be easy.
Like I would buy both.
If I were to win Merch Masters, it would prove I can push myself creatively to get a final product out there.
I think we've come to a decision.
Yeah.
Izzy and Delaney, you both have impressed us beyond belief with your designs.
Delaney, we really admire your artistry, but I think an important question to ask is, would this sell at a merch table?
And Izzy, you're very skilled. I think if I was at a merch booth, I would pick up your item. We just really wish that you used the gold just in another way.
Unfortunately, only one of you can walk away with the $1,000 cash prize and title of Merch Master. The winner is Izzy.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe it.
I don't think I've ever won anything.
Stop it!
I feel like the judges really saw what I was going for in my designs, and I just really feel seen by them.
Can I give Delaney a hug?
Absolutely.
What an incredible designer you are.
I think the judges made the right choice. Izzy's hoodie was flawlessly executed.
Seriously, so impressive, incredible.
I may not have won gold, but I did win silver because there was only 2 of us.
Congratulations to both of you. Congratulations, Izzy.
Now that I have the $1,000, it's gonna go straight to my website so I can really get my brand rolling. I'm going home with the gold.
You're gonna be the coolest RA in person.
I love that. I hope they put that in so much. Like,
If any of you are mean to Izzy, you're mean to me. Okay. That was so much fun, and I'll see you next time on Merch Masters. I'm dancing. I cut it. It's over.